Hey, this is Andrew Lim inviting you to go out on a limb. Good morning from Tbilisi, yes. I'm excited today because I'm going to go venture out of Tbilisi. Apparently, I can't really pronounce the names, but their popular site includes an archaeological site, a monastery, as well as the oldest city of Georgia, which was the former capital, or which is the former capital of Georgia, which we're gonna see. So come go and live with me. We will leave this amazing city of Tbilisi and check out the surrounding area of Georgia. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notified button for new content that I upload weekly. Thank you. So our drive to leave the Georgian capital, Tbilisi, was actually smooth as it was a weekday morning and traffic was actually heading in the opposite direction. So our first destination was Uplistsikhe, which has its fair share of stray dogs like Tbilisi or anywhere in Georgia. I think stray dogs are a problem in this country, but they're all tagged at least. So built on a high rocky left bank of the Jvari River, the Uplistsikhe actually contains various structures that date from the early Iron Age to the late Middle Ages, and it is actually notable for the unique combination of various styles of rock-cut cultures from Anatolia as well as Iran. And you can also find a coexistence of the pagan and Christian architecture here as well. Hey! What's up, buddy? Hey guys, so I'm in the popular Uplistsikhe. It's about an hour drive from Tbilisi, and it's just a cave or residences and complex made of cave, like here behind me. It's interesting and it's a beautiful day. I think it's a lot of limestone rock if I'm not mistaken, so we're gonna go check it out. So come explore Uplistsikhe with me. So this popular cave town was actually an important religious, political, and cultural center in the Hellenistics as well as the late antique periods. So the town was in its heyday as far back as the 9th to 13th or 9th to 11th century. And in the 13th century, it was actually unfortunately ravaged by the Mongols. So living quarters and premises for communal purposes occupy a cliff territory of almost 8 hectares and are connected by footways. So the majority of the caves here are devoid of any decorations. The central ensemble, which is a big hall with coffered tunnel, a vaulted ceiling, as well as the palace complex, is no doubt the most interesting one to see architecturally. So the natural rock easily lends itself to various kinds of treatment, making it possible to create a complex decorative compositions. So at its peak, this mountain cave actually housed some 20,000 people. So it's actually really impressive. The archaeologists have actually discovered many artifacts here, including gold, silver, jewelry, as well as ceramic sculptures, which you actually don't see it here today. They are all kept at the Tbilisi National Museum. So several parts of the most vulnerable areas were actually completely destroyed by an earthquake in 1920, but this is still an amazing spot to visit. On the way down, we actually got to take the staircase in the tunnel, which was quite the experience. So our second stop was the city of Gori, which serves as the regional capital of Shida Kartli and is located at the confluence of 2 rivers. Now Gori is the 5th most populous city here in Georgia. Its name came from the Georgian word Gora, which means heap, hill, or mountain. Now, Gori is best known as the birthplace of the polarizing Joseph Stalin. Now, in Gori, you cannot talk bad about, Stalin, but in other parts of Georgia, you may find people not, liking or caring much about this leader. I mean, during 3 decades of his dictatorial rule, Stalin actually oversaw rapid industrialization as well as victory over the Nazi, which was important. But he also ruled over the death of millions in purges as well as labor camps and famine. So yeah, some people, especially people in Gori, loved him. Some in other parts of Georgia are not as excited about him. But here in Gori, we actually visited his museum where photo taking was actually allowed but not videotaping, which I think is kind of weird. And here we can also see the house where Stalin was born in, as well as the train that took him everywhere, which I call Stalin's Air Force One. So on the way to Mtskheta, we stopped to admire this age-old monastery called Jvari Monastery. So it is a 6th century Georgian Orthodox monastery, and it's a rare case of an early medieval Georgian church that has survived to the present day almost unchanged. So it's really impressive. And the locals love to take wedding pictures here. As you can see, Jvari Monastery stands on the rocky mountaintop at the confluence of 2 rivers overlooking the town of Mtskheta. So our final stop was the former capital of Georgia, which was Mtskheta. So Mtskheta was one of the oldest cities in Georgia, as well as the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. So it's located approximately 20 kilometers or about 12 miles north of Tbilisi at the confluence of these 2 popular rivers. Due to the historical significance of the town and its several outstanding churches and cultural monuments, the historical monuments of Mtskheta actually became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994. Now, one of the monuments is Uplistsikhe Cathedral, which is an Orthodox Christian cathedral. It's a masterpiece of the early and high Middle Ages. The cathedral is actually recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, and it's currently the 2nd largest building here in Georgia, largest church building here in Georgia, after the Holy Trinity Cathedral in Tbilisi. Originally built in the 4th century, the cathedral has been damaged several times during history, notably by the invasions of the Arabs, the Persians, the Timurids, as well as during the Russian subjugation and the Soviet period as well. The building has also been damaged by earthquakes, so it's quite the survivor, this cathedral. So I managed to discover quite a few significant heritage sites of Georgia just in one day, from cave towns to the former or old capitals. Georgia is no doubt an underrated country to visit as a tourist destination, if you ask me.